Hello everyone. Welcome back to Talking Ganja with the Gods. So today I decided to talk about marijuana in professional sports leagues, just all around NFL, NBA, MLB, UFC, and NHL. So I'm going to go over a few things. First, let me say thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing if you have. Um, so I will be smoking the Crashers today. I'm super excited. I have never had this one before. Um, it's looking like 26.8%. That's really good. So I will include all the links um, to where I got all of the information that I have in the information underneath the video. So as of February 24th, NFL owners are softening their stance on marijuana use in the latest collective bargaining proposal. The league is no longer looking to suspend players who use cannabis. The collective bargaining agreement between the league and its players runs out at the end of next season. The two sides are in negotiations for a new one. One of the proposing items introduced by the NFL owners was a plan to reduce penalties for cannabis use. The biggest change would be that the league would no longer suspend players who test positive for marijuana. In addition, the league would drug test less players, and the testing window would shrink from a period of 4 months to just 2 weeks. If the proposed bill passes with a majority vote from NFL players in the league, will make major changes to its drug policy regarding cannabis. It will eliminate game suspensions strictly for positive cannabis tests. They will also increase the nanogram limit from 35 to 150, which is quite a bit. So, Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has hinted that there will likely be an adjustment in the way the league handles its drug policy with respect to cannabis. The NFL has been one of the harshest professional sports leagues when it comes to how it responds to players using cannabis. Canopy Growth has partnered with the National Hockey League, which is NHL, Alumni Association, to research how cannabis can help former players dealing with injuries related to their athletic careers. Canopy Growth is active in the sports industry. In October of 2019, they announced that it brought a majority stake in sports drink company called BioSteel. The company intends to develop hemp-based cannabis CBD products designed for athletes. Their rival company, however, Aurora Cannabis, partnered with the Ultimate Fighting Championship, which is UFC, in 2019 to do research on the impact that hemp-based CBD products can have on athletes in terms of improving their overall wellness and recovery times from injuries. How much do teams truly care about marijuana-related incidents, given the possible CBA changes to the policy? Although this would be a huge win for players who want to use cannabis for medicinal purposes, the NFL's policy pales in comparison to other professional sports leagues. While the NBA has a similar substance abuse program, MLB announced in December of 2019 that they will remove cannabis from its list of banned substances. So this is huge. You know, MLB has now has removed marijuana from the list of banned substances. Um, the Buccaneers head coach Bruce Arians admitted to some change in his thinking when asked if the policy would change would affect his evaluation process. He said yes and no. I think it is still an individual thing. That guy has to prove to me it is not a problem, and it's not going to be a problem. That has always been a part of it. The relaxation of the rule is not a problem. Falcons general manager Thomas said that is something that needs our discussion and needs our time, and it is important to the players. So we shouldn't put a deaf ear onto that. So I am glad that people are looking into it and finding the benefits, how it could be. So obviously the NFL is going to possibly make these changes to their policies related to marijuana usage if the majority of the NFL players agree to it. However, you know, I was looking through the NBA and marijuana and the NBA and erasing the stigma and healing the league. Basically, so this article was written February 27th of 2020. Brian Shaw hosted Brian Shaw is a former NBA player and a former head coach of the Denver Nuggets. He did 14 seasons in the league. He hosted a party, and the guest of honor was cannabis. Brian Shaw said it would have been irresponsible for him to invite any active players. Training camps were opening in a few days, which meant the resuming of drug tests. Shaw and his wife, Nikki, opened their hilltop home for more than 250 people to partake in cannabis. As of January 2020, are legal in some form in 46 of the 50 states. Weed remains, however, on the list of banned substances in the NBA. So that's amazing that, he did that. That's great. Having that many states and these men go and play in these states that are legalized in some way, and they cannot partake in any of it, all because the NBA and the NFL say no. And this has become an issue because there are a lot of retired players that have injuries sustaining from football or basketball that smoke weed, and they know that it's a good use. A lot of coaches are using CBD cream for the pain relief on their players, which in CBD cream, it's 0.05 to 0.10% THC no matter what. There's always going to be a tiny bit of THC in there. So they will get, they will test positive for marijuana. On February 27th, 2020, the Nets star Kevin Durant continues to be a huge supporter of marijuana's acceptance in the NBA. He has been an advocate for removing the recreational drug from the NBA's banned substance list. Kevin Durant says, if it's one of those plants that's an acquired taste. If you love it, you love it. If you don't, you're not even going to pick it up. It shouldn't even be a discussion these days. It's just like marijuana is marijuana. It's not harmful to anybody. It can only help and enhance and do good things. I feel like it shouldn't even be a huge topic anymore. And I do agree with him. This is 2020. It's legalized. Like I said, in 46 out of the 50 states. Like, this is huge. There is no reason why they should not partake. It is not a performance enhancing drug. If anything, marijuana slows down your body, your reaction time. So I wouldn't recommend, like, Patrick Mahomes smoking a fucking joint before a game because it will slow his reaction time down. However, if it's off season and he wants to smoke a fucking joint, let him smoke a fucking joint. It's not a big deal anymore. It shouldn't be a big deal. Like I said, I will include all of the links to where I got all my information today. And I just want to point out another website. Basically, it's a coalition of former NBA team members and coaches and etc. Basically to legalize marijuana. So it's called the Gridiron Cannabis Coalition, and I will also include that in the information of this video. So I know this was a long video, and I haven't done a lot of sports information, but I plan on doing this once a week. This is a huge topic. There's a lot of things going on in the cannabis industry that involve sports. And I mean, UFC is picking it up. That's huge. MLB is taking it off their banned substance list. So that's amazing. The NFL needs to just get real and realize that this is not a performance enhancing drug. It is legal. Let them guys have some fun. I'm not saying risk your careers on it, but I am saying that they need to legalize it. So, with that being said, let's spark up, shall we? So I was trying to go live, and I guess my camera doesn't support the streaming, so I will be working on going live shortly, and I hope that you guys follow me and subscribe to me and get your friends to subscribe to me. I got a good block of videos coming, so just keep watching. The end of my joint is purple and blue. That is so crazy. It's red. So, alright guys, well, thanks for watching. If you guys have any comments or ideas for new videos or any topics you would like me to discuss, I'm very willing to discuss them. Again, remember about Thrive's March Madness sale. You have from now until the 14th to do this sale. And let me make an adjustment here. There will be no double points during this at all, regardless of whether you do $150 or not. So just keep that in mind. Go to Thrive, get this deal. Possibly went up to £1. Let's win some free weed, guys. And as always, stay high.